How does it go, all you lovely viewership? We are back again for another episode, and we're down here in Pueblo again. To tell you the truth, I'll give you a quick disclaimer now. You're probably going to see quite a bit of this area as we head into the colder months. I don't know if you can tell by my voice, but I'm starting to get a little sick here, but I can't leave you guys hanging without an episode. Which I've got plans for kind of a compilation episode I'm editing right now. I tried to get some on the Stillwater last week, and I just do not have the greatest luck with that. So I have some pretty decent clips from all throughout the summer. I'm gonna try to edit together, and we'll put that out as a video. I think it'll be pretty cool. So keep an eye out for that. In fact, I'm sure that'll be out before I even send this one out, so I'm not really sure why I'm talking about it. But anyway, so we are back here in Pueblo. A little bit different than probably what you seen last time. This is as gritty as city fishing gets. So, but we are on a mission today. The flows are up, the fish are active, and I'm thinking it's gonna be pretty cool. So I got my waders nice and fixed up. Hopefully I'll stay nice and dry today. I do have the streamer rod out, the darker color. It's because I was watching this weather. You can see the clouds. Clouds are good for us, and the wind is supposedly going to be very low, so we're gonna see what happens. You know me, I always got to get a line wet. Maybe you don't know me like that yet, but I assure you, you will. I love this spot right here, nice and calm. The only problem is getting to it. So I just want to try the streamer a couple times. I know these fish like to sit up here and right beside that rock. My brother-in-law actually hooked into a really nice brown trout behind that rock, so maybe he's there today. So I'm not gonna spend too much time on the streamer rod. I know I made a mistake of that last time. Just take a couple casts. We'll see what happens. Got a bit smaller and more natural of a presentation today with it anyway, so might do us a little bit better. It's definitely a lot easier to cast. This brush is going to be a problem. This big old down tree right here. Let's try to get to the optimal position. But bait fish are on the menu, which is good for us. You don't typically want to go for an upstream cast with the streamer. You usually want to try to cast it down from you, but sometimes it's been known to work. Rocks are going to be a little bit difficult, but it's all right. To tell you the truth, I can't really see. That's okay. We're not the ones that need to. No, that's kind of the area I wanted, but not so much. It would be nice to be able to see a little better. These clouds weren't supposed to be here. Oh, that's pretty nice. Alright, well, that is about the extent of my willingness to cast this thing around. So, we are going to move on to the next spot. I'm honestly not even sure I still have a streamer on the end of there. Oh yeah, there he is. Just looks to be a little tied up though, so we're going to go. Alright, on to the next thing. Because I know that there are nice fish in both the spots that I plan to tag here. One is all the way down there at those pillars, and the next one is in a little bit more of an undisclosed location. So we are gonna move on, and I'll see you guys at the next spot. Don't you just love it when you get all your gear on, start walking around for a little bit, and then your body's like, oh, by the way, I have a surplus of fluids that I'm gonna need you to get rid of. It's great. Just seen a couple rises here. This stuff is all pretty slow. The spot I'm looking at is up there, but I did bring the streamer rod, which makes me want to throw streamers. But as you can see, I do have a dilemma. Being that, all that, I just dug my streamer out of a tree, trying to do some stuff off camera. I wouldn't imagine there's anything too big in there. So we're going to move up to the spot. If I feel like fishing the streamer, I'll throw it on the way back down. But it's a lot sunnier than I was expecting, so I might need to throw something on with a little bit of color. So I threw something nice and dark on for the profile. But it is mucky, so we'll just have to see. But my destination is up there, so we're gonna time travel. And there we go, just like that. How I did that, you may ask? I don't really know. But anyways, I hope you can kind of see what's going on there. I don't want to make too much noise before I get over there and spook everybody out, but you can kind of see what we're dealing with here. So I've seen big fish in this pocket before, but I've never actually caught any. Actually, that's not true. I have caught one out of there, but this is the spot we were going for, other than the other spot down there. But I've seen big ones in here, so I figure it's worth a shot. But like I said, I don't want to make too much noise moving on to it, so I'm gonna get up there and get positioned a little bit, and we'll see what we can get into. I am gonna be fishing the Euro rig again, or at least attempting to. If it winds up being utter garbage, then we'll put on the indicator, but I don't want to do that yet. So let's just see what happens. Walk to the other side here. Never really been on this side before, but I like it because it keeps the shadows off me. Just want to find out if there's anybody in this little... Oh, look at that guy. Can you see him? Let's see if he'll eat. Oh no, there he goes. Nice and a spook. It's hooked into a little one in this hole here. So I'm hoping that this is where they'll be at. There we go. Hopefully it's not Dink City all day again. Let's see. I don't really want to net them. There we go. Just hang on a second, little bud. Barbless perdigone should just come right out. Maybe. Maybe. There we go. He's not bad. And there he goes, back down to his hole. Let's see if there's a bigger one. It's another little guy. I'm not even sure if I'm recording still, but I think we're starting to get the hang of this. Looks like he took the upper one, so our fly selection's good for today. Ooh, we're sliding. Oh my goodness. Come on, buddy. I ain't gonna hurt you. I'm actually starting off with the same color combo I started off with last time. That's how confident I am in them. So you can see there's that purple. Pop that guy out. Nice little pretty one. There he goes. Now we got a nicer one on. I think your boy's starting to get a hang of this Euro business. Not bad stand, not bad stand. It's pretty. Pretty and nice. And this purple is just killing him. There we go. Very neat, very neat. Alright, let's see. I'll get the fly out of his mouth here a second. It's alright, buddy. Here, wrap yourself up, bud. Oh, he spit it on his own. That is just the best. Just the absolute best when they spit it on their own. Not bad. Not bad for our start. Alright. So we are going to let this guy go. He's not very big. Hang on, buddy. Get you out of here. So he ain't very big at all. But we'll see. There he goes. Now for the next one. So that's actually really skinny up there. So I'm gonna grab the streamer rod and we might just go explore up there just a little bit, see if I can find another little pocket like this. Because I am feeling pretty good about what I decided to tie on my 5-weight today. I'm really glad I did, because indicator fishing is not the move. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I have a lot of respect for it. I just spent the last 2 years with a fly rod in my hand trying to learn how to do it. But with this, you get a lot more precision and accuracy, which is kind of what I've been looking for in the nymph game. You know, this really ain't all that bad. It could be totally futile. That's alright, that's not what we're after. Could just be passing up a lot of really nice fish right here, but I don't know. I don't want to waste my time on it because it's probably all like maybe 2 feet deep right there. Although if anybody was gonna eat a streamer, that's likely where they'd be. Anyways, I'm gonna walk around for a bit, see if I can find another spot. If I don't find nothing, we're gonna head back down to the bottom and go to the actual planned second spot. Oh, I'm spitting a little. But I'm gonna do a little exploring. We'll see what we can get into. What? There are just so many little stalkers, man. That's it. That's all we're catching is stalkers, man. What the subtle takes. See that? Set them to the moon. Pretty sure I'm looking at a couple big guys right here. I'm not too certain. If it was there, I might have spooked him. This water being as mucky as it is, blah. This water being as mucky as it is makes it really hard to see, of course, naturally. But I have a little bit of visibility, but not so much in the way of sight fishing, because that might have been a really big one, but I'm not confident in it. So yeah, see, I think my eyes are just playing tricks on me. Wonder if the camera will capture it a little better when I review, but I don't think those are fish, so we're just gonna keep moving on. All right, well, I'm headed down to the spot that I want to go to. I've shot footage at this spot before. Kind of like I said in the last one, this isn't the super perfect or picture perfect location that I'd like to be filming in. But I learned how to fly fish here, or I guess I spent a lot of time learning how to fly fish here. And I mean, I know there's big ones in here. I've hooked this into some pretty nice ones, but it's just really difficult, you know, because this is all super deep in here, and it's really kind of hard to get down to. And I mean, I say Euro nymphing, but I'm using a 8'6" weight rod, so I thought I saw some nice ones in there. But yeah, I'm not using the ideal rod for Euro nymphing, so it's kind of like how I learned the rest of this, you know. I started off with some really cheap line on, I've used 2 of these reels, and I had one on here. I was actually fishing at the spot I was at last time and it fell apart, so I'm like, hey, we gotta go to the fly shop, I just broke my reel. So I had that, but once it came to getting new line, like, it all just kind of came together. So that's kind of why I'm using this to tight line nymph with, is so that when I can get a 10-foot rod with a lighter action, it'll all just kind of click once I've got it, you know. That's my philosophy behind it anyway. You can probably see why I like to toss streamers around so much here. It is just so deep, and I mean, I've seen big browns in this calm stuff, you know. This pocket here, this little spillway, I put some super heavy weight on and just cast it into it, and man, I tell you what, I hooked into a giant brown. He gave me 2 head shakes and he was gone. So I know there's big fish in here, and the spot that I'm headed down to has been known to carry big fish. So we're gonna see if we can find some of them. Ooh man, your boy is tired. Like I said before, I'm not really feeling the best today, so slow on the move. Anyways, I'm gonna keep on dredging down to this spot down here. It's looking pretty nice. So we'll see what happens when we can get down there. Alright, this is the honey hole right here. Just trying to get in a good position. Dink Central, huh? I think that's a baby brown though. Oh yeah. No, he's off. That's okay. So hard to see the indicator, man. I'm picking up the little guys, but nothing huge, man, nothing huge. Let's try the sunlight a little bit more. To a nicer one here. Can't get my net. Ugh. I put my jacket behind me. Now I can't get my damn net. There we go. There's a will, there is a way. Right. Another larger one. Nothing crazy though. Let's see, where did we get you at? That is the weirdest hook placement I have ever seen. Alright. He has got it absolutely buried in his nose. And I think he's free now. Cool. Alright. Here we go. Let's get you out of here, little bud. Thanks for the eat. think it's kind of starting to happen for us here. We got little guy number 7. It's just not big fish central today. That's okay. Here is another. And they're just chomping this thing. I'm kind of learning how to cast a little bit farther with this thing here. But man, I just cannot figure out where these big fish are. All right, there we go. I found as long as I can keep them on. He took it real light too. Come here, buddy. Oh, he's off. I hope that didn't just break. It did. What broke? My big one. That's perfect. Alright, well, guess we're gonna go tie up again. God, that sucks. But I know where they are. So not to worry. Alright, so this last spot was actually not far away at all. And I also forgot about this hole right here. So we're gonna try this out. I've got 1 battery left. So I'm not really sure what to expect at this point. And I still got 1 more spot to reach after this. So probably just mess around in this for a bit. Oh man, we are taking on water pretty serious. But we're just gonna try it. We're gonna try it just to see what happens. I can't remember how far out I'm able to get here. All right, I am glad I came here. A little bit nicer. Cool. I say we'll keep trying this out then. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Just when I thought it was over. Just when I thought it was over. Out goes the fly. And there we go. Nice little rainbow. Very cool. Very cool. I thought we were about to lose the whole thing here. I was about ready to go home, so we're just gonna try it here. See how many we can get into. Probably move up a little bit more. Talk about when 1 more cast pays off. Once again, it's only little guys, but what's that? Yeah, I've got this is number 2. Oh, they're little. Been little all day. What's that?
Catch a big one.
I hope so. Thank you. Uh-oh. Ooh, feisty little guy. Guy wants to know if I'm catching the big ones. As you can see, we're not. Ugh. Get salmonella now. But I'm still having a pretty killer day. This This is where it gets dangerous right here, is walking to the edge. Can't see nothing. I wish I could remember how far out I can go. Ooh. I didn't even see that one hit. This must be where they stocked them. Because that has been it. Nothing but stalkers. And none of them on the midge. Here we go. We're doing it to them. So, I don't know. I feel like I've got it down pretty solid in the slower stuff, but when it comes to that fast water, man, I just don't get it. But that's okay. I have arranged for me to go out with my buddy, who's a lot more well versed in this stuff than I am. So, hopefully we can learn a thing or two. Well, I went up to, or I guess down to the last spot, and the flows are kind of weird right now because this is usually all calm like this, but down there that's usually not the case. So, I'm gonna go ahead, kill this last battery, kill this last bit of daylight by just going back and forth between this riffle here. Sounds like fun, I know. Lots of stalkers, man. See? Oh, he's actually not bad. Not bad. Oh gosh, this Pueblo, yours. Oh, here he goes. I think he just broke off again. God, that is so annoying. Nope. My nymphs are still on. He must have taken that little guy. Cool. Well, I still want to see, because the farther up we get, it seems like the bigger they're gonna get. So we can land one of these white guys today. Let's just see. Just see what happens. Wow. Wow. Go falling over. Oh, come on, buddy. I think that was just unfortunate. Yeah, he's not giving me much room to play him at all. Oh, he's on my foot. He's a little bigger. And that's the nicest one for today for sure. With the hands. Nice. This guy felt like staying on. Don't bite me. Just kidding, you can't bite me. There we go, not bad, guys. At least I think we're still recording. Could be worse, could be worse. I think we're starting to find the bigger ones. Quite a few on the day. But that's cool, I feel a lot better about all this now. It's just that faster water, man, I don't get it. Alright, let's see. Alright, well, I think that's gonna be about it for me. So, if you liked the episode, I hope you did, man. I was really about to call it quits there after the last spot, but I was like, you know what, we're 8 minutes away. Let's just give it a shot real quick, and I'm glad I did. For some reason, I just can't seem to keep the big ones on, though. That's alright. That's alright, all in due time. So, I think I'm starting to get a little bit more of a hang of this Euro stuff. But, as you can see, I mean, I bet if my buddy Jake was here right now, he'd probably be mopping the floor with me. But, compared to last time, I've caught a few more. All of them have been a lot nicer than the really small guys we were catching last time, so it could just be the time of year, you know, and you never really know down here. I know that these fish are real spooky. So, anyways, if you liked what you saw and you want to see more, just stay tuned for future episodes. And I said it this morning, I'll say it again. This might be seeing quite a bit of this area as we go into the colder months. Just because it's a lot easier to fish down here when it's cold. You know, and the fish fight real nice down here when it's cold too, so if we can make some good winter fishing happen, you'll see that. But there are a few places I plan to try to winter fish a little bit for you too this year. So we'll just have to kind of see, play it by ear, see what happens. Anyways, I am gonna sign off. So I will catch you guys in the next one.